Hi, Deb here with the weekly tarot from Monday the 29th of September through to October the 5th, Sunday, October the 5th. So I'm just shuffling the cards coming on live today, and I thought what I'd do today is a quick reading of the cards just for each person that I see. So it's going to be not as detailed, but it'll be quick and punchy. So hopefully everyone, or there'll be more people, be able to get a card reading today. So that's the first one. We have the three of the major arcana cards, the Empress. Hello, how are you? So I'm just going to do a little bit of a live reading of the weekly tarot, Monday the 29th through to Sunday the 5th of October, the first week in October. It's always good to have a little bit of a live go at, of course it's fallen on the floor. Okay, I can see what it is too. So I'll get that in a moment, but I'll get the third card. But I'm going to do a quick reading for a few of you lovely ladies, and I'll just flow through the names and do a quick reading for everyone. It'll be very short and sweet so that I can get to a few more readings perhaps. That's the plan anyway. And I'm going to stop in a moment, and I've already keyed into and plugged into my higher guides and guardians and angels. They're automatically here for me as soon as I sit with the cards. And I've also done this with the pack. Whenever you get a card reading from any clairvoyant or anybody like that, you should tap on it 3 times to disperse the energy of the previous person who's had a reading, or even the person who's doing the reading. So just remember that as a good tip. Hello everyone. Now of course I've dropped a card down here, so I'm going to be very careful not to knock the camera off, hopefully, and I'll be back in a minute. Oh, it's a bit difficult to get. I'm gonna have to make a little bit of a, it says finish down the bottom. Why is that doing that? So hang on everyone while I go down here. Okay, I'm back. They do this to me every time, but anyway, I've got 4 cards to read today because of the 2 have fallen onto the floor. So let's start, and then I'm going to pick some names of people sitting here cross-legged now, so that's pretty handy. So just going to read a few people. So as I scroll up, I'm just going to pick somebody's name. The universe, I'm going to be tapping into them for a little prayer to the universe before I read these. And this is what I do, or normally I'm going to just ask my guides, guardians and angels to give me the correct information for what we need for the reading today, from Monday the 29th of September to Sunday the 5th of October. And thank you in advance. The Empress card was the first card that came up. And she's pregnant. She's got a pregnancy smock on there. She's got beautiful jewels though on her headdress, and a scepter that she's holding up towards the universe. So she's a little bit like me today. I'm plugged into the other side. Hi, Amanda. Hello, it's Deb. It's not Jen. Jen's the astrologer. I'm the tarot reader, darling. But you might get a reading if I scroll up and you put your name down and say that you want a card reading. I'm going to be very quick with each card to try and get more readings done though. So the Empress is here as the first card for the week. We have her beautiful pomegranate smock here. The white I'm loving as the background because that's your connection to the spiritual realms. Pomegranates are juicy and sweet and give you nourishment and energy. So that's an abundance of sorts, and she's pregnant, remember, so birthing something new. We have the Venus sign here on this little cushion, and that's always about beauty and perfect love and devotion and, you know, emanating out love instead of getting caught up in these sort of scrolling like I do and getting more and more down, and your vibration. You can feel your vibration going down. So we don't want that. We want to be uplifted, and then you can birth something new that is going to have already that foundation, that base of being able to be successful. If you're keeping on flitting around and looking at different things, you're not focusing, are you? You don't have that channeling as clear from above. you're not grounded, you know, you're sort of skitty and scatty and all over the place. So the Empress is here to say on the first part of this coming week, anchor in, become beautiful like the Venus star sign and emanate your love and beauty out to the world. And you know what? You'll attract amazing opportunities back in. She's leaning on a red cushion there, red sort of a blankety thing, and there's orange in there, which is creativity. The wheat at the bottom there is also abundance, like the pomegranate meaning. And in the background, all that forest and foliage, that's just growth, and that can be towards your little baby that you've got in there, that little idea that you're birthing. So I'm loving that. So that's a 2, no 3, sorry, of the Major Arcana story. So then we've got put down your burdens, number 10 of the Wands. Can't see the wood from the trees because you've got all of these tasks to do. So virtually this card in a nutshell, with the red saying getting grounded, a little bit like the first card. Hi Bronwyn, how are you? And this one here being 10, being the big number of purposes and missions and, you know, deeds you'd like to get done. There's too many. You have to sort of trim, like when you're hedging and doing your garden, you've got to cut things down to see what can be able to find its filter towards the sun and grow. So if you've got to pick out a few things that are most important to you, delegate the other things or put them on the back burner, but you can't be doing everything at once. So that's very good there. The next card was the 6 of Cups in reverse. So when it's upright, it's a really lovely card. It just sort of means that you could be running into somebody that you've known from the past, because this is feelings and memories and fun things that you had with the flowers in the cups here. This could be an older person because you're sort of a little girl and this is a little boy that's a bit older than you, somebody from the past, your current partner, your boss, your mother, father, anything like that. This can be, and you're reminiscing on all the wonderful things that have happened in your lives, and he's giving you a gift of appreciation. So there's somebody walking away up here, so somebody's leaving the picture, somebody's not got that credibility anymore, or there's not that attraction there anymore, but you're getting some sort of praise and recognition here. It's nearly almost like a promotion if you were, you know, your boss is finally seeing that this person here, excuse me, I'm needing to have a little drink. This person here may well have been taking the limelight at your work, but you were the one that was behind the scenes doing all of the fine details. This person's now recognizing that you, thumbs up, have been the driving force in their workplace. That's just an example, but it's in reverse, remember? Hi Sherry, how are you? So yeah, with this in reverse, it's sort of saying that you're a bit flat, that promotion or that praise may be on a waiting list. You've got to wait a little bit longer for that recognition, or the person that's wanting to give you that praise has been distracted. There's a postponement or a delay on your recognition of that promotion or that praise. So that was the 4th card, and that's 6. So then we have the High Priestess is the last card for this week. She's in reverse also. Lovely. Got taken for lunch yesterday. That's so nice. That's a lovely form of praise and recognition, is taking someone for a meal, or, you know, inviting them over for the afternoon to have coffee or drinks or swim in the pool, whatever. It's getting to be that warm time of the year. We're coming into summer here in Australia. So we've got here the High Priestess. She is so full of insight, wisdom. She is in touch with the other side so strongly that she trusts so much when it's upright, because she's got the Akashic records in her lap. This turquoise colour, to me, when I see that, because the throat chakra is blue, and to me the crown chakra is a brilliant white, pure white. So the blue and the white mixing together would get like an aqua color. So that is you speaking your spiritual messages. So that's upright. She's sitting here between a doorway of sorts. The pomegranates again mentioned here in the background, that's abundance. So this lady here, she's the one that walks into the room and she's just majestic, calm, full of grace. You just like can't take your eyes off her. There's something about her. But again, it's in reverse, and we've got that 6 of Cups at the end of this particular week being a little bit postponement of praise and recognition. And it could be even self-talk. Just be aware that you could be starting to sabotage yourself if a good opportunity comes along this week. Don't sabotage it, guys. Like, sit back and go, right, why am I having this little bit of a voice in the background telling me that I'm not able to do this or I'm not deserving of this? Try and get to the bottom of it. Try and go, right, is this come from, school, or has it come from a domineering parent, or did I have a school teacher that really pushed me down? I am deserving. I am a good person. I do deserve this opportunity or promotion or praise. Because I think we can turn these cards around, and that's why I love the tarot so much, because it gives you a guideline, but then you can change your fate, your destiny, by having these little bits of tips along the way this week. So wouldn't it be great to turn her around and be really in tune with your Akashic records, your past lives, your present moment, your future then will roll out into a better way. It's a bit also like that first card, the Empress, having that vibrational state of upliftment, and we can turn that card around. But at the end of the week, it's saying that you're really not plugged in and in tune with your higher self. That's it in a nutshell. So let's add up the numbers. So 3, 13, another 6 is 19, and another 1 is 20. Rolling back to 2. And 2 is about partnerships. 2 people, 2 sides of you, the yin and the yang, the balance of your self this week is most important for you to find. That's what I'm getting for this week. Now, what I'm going to do, as I said there before, earlier, I'm going to be doing some really quick, like punchy, it could be a sentence, so that I can get more readings done for you, ladies and gentlemen. There could be gentlemen on here that want a card reading for this particular week. So Nikki's first. I'm going to pick up a card for Nikki. So let me wait until this card comes out, Nikki. And if it's stubborn, like sometimes it gets a bit stubborn, that's just meaning that there's like the higher ups are sifting out for you to get the exact card that is going to be perfect for you. Oops, there it is. See how they turn over? Lovely card. Hi, Susan. Hi, Angus. So there we have, oh my gosh, this is 17 of the Major Arcana story, the Star. So Nikki, in a nutshell, you have to believe that you are the star. This person with no clothes on, that's a sign in tarot that you are happy in your own skin. I'm loving this. You're balanced with your emotional state with one foot there, and you've got the other foot on the earth, and you've got all these little plants happening, little projects that you want to get started or have started. Your guides and guardians and angels are saying to me and saying to you, you are the star of the show. You have our support. Bird of freedom here. Go for it. Whatever you're thinking about doing, you need to not sabotage yourself like this week when the cards were saying that, okay? So you need to really get in touch with your higher self this week, get grounded, walk on the earth, and move forward with confidence, because you don't have the star turn up like that. They've taken a bit of time to get the right card for you, and you are the star. That's for Nikki. So here we go. Who else wants a card? Card for Heather. We want a card for Heather, please. I'm here sitting with, hi Renee, how are you? That's good. I'll see how I go. So Heather, oops, went I've got to find it in amongst all these cards. Here it is. Now, I'm going to keep shuffling because I thought it was turned over, but it hadn't, unless it comes up. Ah! Okay. So, Heather, yours is jumping out at me too. 3 of Cups. It's about celebration. Now, because it's spun out and I've picked it up off the bench here, it could have been in reverse, but you can always turn your cards around, everyone. 3 of Cups, beautiful card. 3 is also in numerology, New Beginnings as well. But we have a red outfit, a yellow outfit, and we have a white outfit. So these are facets of you. Hi, Debbie, how are you? If these are facets, I think that you're grounded, a grounded person, a logical, a practical person. The yellow says that your personal power is like the sunlight, so you're a breath of fresh air. So also confident, which is personal power, self-esteem, all of those wonderful things. And then the white is, of course, tapping in and becoming quite comfortable and trusting of your intuition. So you could be having a celebration with 3 other people that could be representing all of those characteristics, or this could be you and you're celebrating, and look, there's a meal or again, fruit and vegetables and leafy greens. They're all about nourishment and growth. So celebrating something that's happened to you, I'm getting, or something about to happen to you, because this was in reverse and that's a delay or postponement. So something's coming. Wonderful, Heather. That is so good. Oops. Now I've got, is it Jelaine? Jelaine, I'm going to do a card reading for you, and I'm trying to keep them quick so that I can do a lot of readings for you girls and guys. So Jelaine, G-I-L-L-A-N-E. This is for you and the guides and guardians and angels and all the helpers that I have. I have so many come in when I'm doing my massages and doing the reflexology. I have so many helpers come in, and I ask for more. If somebody's got a medical problem or something's not quite right, I'll ask for help, and anyone that is around in the realms that can help this person, please come in. Wow. Jelaine, we've got the World in reverse, Major Arcana card, amplified meaning. So, you know, number 21, and if you have a look, there's these crossroads here, these Roman numerals 10. To me, there's just like 2 crossroads there. So you're coming towards something, Jelaine, and that's about to end. Because if it had have ended, this is the end of the chapter of your life, of your Major Arcana story, which goes through the, you know, the Emperor, the Empress, the Lovers, the Tower. All of those things are your chapter. And when you get to the very end, you get 21 here, which is, to me, a lovely card, because you're really have the eye of the eagle. So you're really sharp now. You've used your observation skills. You've learned how to communicate. You have really strong principles, and you've got the courage of a lion. And here you are naked. And I said about that nakedness, happy in your own skin, celebrating that you've had a wonderful chapter. But it's like a good book. You're ready to put it down and start your new book. Wow, exciting. It's just a little way away. This is just a postponement or a delay on finishing that particular chapter. And know that 2025 adds to 9. So we're in a end year now. And then next year's 2026, which rounds off to 10. And we always take it back to 1 in numerology. So 1 is all about a new beginning. So it's sort of appropriate. You've got the next 3 months to be able to tie things in a bow to start something new. So that's pretty exciting. Hi, Jenny. Jenny Crompton, this is for. Let's have a little reading. Now you'll hear the mower man maybe next door. The fellows of Sunday morning, why wouldn't you be mowing the lawns? It's probably meant to be the day of rest. But some people, that's our only day to get jobs done. So lovely being here live. I really do enjoy this, and I'm thinking of doing this more often. And if you want to join Debbie Dyson Holland in Facebook, you'll be able to get some heads up, because I can't give heads up here. There's There seems to be more people looking at tarot readers and trying to steal our followers. So here we go. Another Major Arcana card. So this was for, hang on, I think it was Jenny. It's way back there now. Crompton. Okay. Maybe this way. I've got to go this way. Oh. Anyway, a lot of these cards, I'm trying to look between the writing. A lot of these cards are going to resonate with you because you're on here. If you're on here or looking at this, it's meant for you. A lot of the things will be sort of hitting home. Oh my gosh, that's what I needed to hear. So the Emperor, Major Arcana card, and of course he's number 4 of the Major Arcana story, which 4 is strong, sturdy foundations. And look at this stone throne, lilac, third eye, listening to your intuition, very wise person, wise in, worldly things as well. But the red says passion and drive, logical practicality, groundedness. But what I really see in this card is the rocky outcrops in the background there. To me, you are going to be able to make something out of nothing. This Emperor, they're so, they're so adept at turning things around and making things happen. Like the Aries on here, they are movers and shakers. So what I'm getting, and I think it was Jenny, that's your card for the next week. So be a leader. Have that detail. Look at and research everything. Be wise like an emperor would be before he makes any big decisions. So I have Deb Martin here. So a card for Deb. Let's see what your card says for today. Or for this week, really. Hi, Kirsty. How are you? So let's have a look. And yeah, I'll be doing a few more readings like this. And I might even do one on Debbie Dyson Holland Facebook on the 1st of October, just so that it's like another beginning date. So 1st of the month. Whoa. I caught it with my foot. I'm just going to bring it up. Oh! Okay, I'm going to be gone for a second. Oh. So Deb Martin, really good card, Ace of Pentacles. Here we have a gift coming in from the universe. Pentacles are all about your security, how your life is unfolding. They're giving you a gift from the universe. This is coming from nowhere. It's coming from the universe. It's a hand with lots of energy, and you're going to be walking down a path, and it's going to be growth all around you and walking like through an archway as if you're walking into a new workplace, a new house, a new relationship, something that is going to be godly given to you. It's like an opportunity. The house, say if it's a new house and you walk into that house and you go, my goodness, this is my dream home. I've been somehow envisaging this, and here I am. I'm here now. So it's going to be like an aha moment. It's going to be like a realization of great things that you've been sort of directed down the path towards this particular gift and opportunity. So that is really, really good, that one as well. So this is for Leanne. How are you? She's a really good follower of mine on my personal page. Leanne, I'm very privileged to be able to give you this card. You can have a card. So, yep, my guides and guardians and angels. No worries, Deb. Right. So, Leanne, we've got the 2 of Cups in reverse. Now, I know that when it's upright, it can mean a partnership, 2 people meeting, 2 friends just absolutely clicking. So they're swapping their ideas of feelings, and they're helping each other like a counsellor and trusted friend. It can be a partner. It can be a new person coming into your life. Just know that the lion here is an angel of courage. And they're bringing you together for you to expand the normal ways that you would think. So if you're sort of brought up in a certain way and you have this set idea of how things should be, or how a relationship should run, or you know, that that's religious thing or that political thing. It's, you know, they're not I know everything. It's virtually saying, let go of all the information, all the feelings attached, all the belief systems and patterns, because you will empty out, and the Lion of Courage here will be able to direct you into knowing in your heart of hearts, forget the mind, in your heart of hearts, whether or not those situations, those people, we're at a crossroads really in our lives where energy and reading and feeling energy is so important, rather than just listening to static words that people might say over and over again just to appease you. So you're onto it, you're smart, you're switched on, but come back, don't make any big decisions, empty out the pre-processed, pre-programmed feelings, let them go and start again with a fresh approach. Even if you have to say to somebody or not say anything and go, right, I'll be in touch with you tomorrow about that, whether I'm going to go to that rally or whether I'm going to go to that church. I don't know. I'm just like, words are just coming out now. Because once you channel, it's a bit like you are a little bit unavailable to stop yourself. So I'm hoping that helps, Leanne. But yeah, reverse cards can be just as helpful, if not more helpful, than upright cards. Joanne, Crookshank, another Major Arcana card, guys. This is pretty pivotal this week then, when these Major Arcana cards and aces are coming up. Like they're top, punchy, meaningful, powerful cards. So this one's in reverse, but that's okay. It's about justice. And if you have a look, this person's again sitting in between, like a doorway between two pillars. And when it's upright, his scales are really balanced and he's plugged into the universe. And the purple of the third eye is really prevalent there. And also getting grounded is most important, and coming from the heart. But when it's in reverse, it just says to me that you need to find a way to get all of those things back in balance. A chakra balance, get your crown, your third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, base chakra. There'd be a meditation for sure, chakra balance on YouTube. I mean, I do them all the time here personally, but it's hard to get into me. So just know that you're a little bit off. If you can imagine, your scales would be all tangled if they were upside down, and your thought patterns are spearing the earth instead of being higher up. So you're on a low vibrating state at the moment, and we need you to turn this around. And honestly, this reading here, I'm sending Reiki all the time through to people. I'm always, just even hearing these words can flip you into another level of state of awareness. And just by doing that, you're coming up the ladder of that frequency. Before you know it, you're like vibrating and bright and sparkling and shining again. So that's so good. Sharon, your card's coming. I love reading for you guys. I could be here for hours, but my voice runs out. That's my biggest problem. But yeah, maybe on Wednesday under Debbie Dyson Holland, if you want to pop on there, and I'll probably do another few readings like this for the 1st of October. I think that's the 1st of October, 29. Might be Thursday. That's typical of me. I need to go for a walk and get grounded myself. Off with the fairies. You have to be when you're channeling a little bit. You have to sort of let go and not restrain yourself. You need to be able to just be in the moment, be in the now, open your mouth and let the words come out. Good at that. So I'm just going to go, Sharon. It's down here and it's right underneath this chair, the office chair. So I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I don't want to knock the table, the chair. Oh, how am I going to get it? Going to have to gently move this back and hope that it doesn't fall off. Lovely. Right, King of Swords. Okay, this is for Sharon. Just slowly bring that back in. So, King of Swords, interesting. I also got this other card coming out as well. So we've got a King and now we've got Judgment in reverse. So for Sharon, I'm getting that there's a strong masculine necessity of wisdom, because this sword is so like an antenna here. You've got in the background butterflies that have evolved. The blue is speaking your spiritual truth with the purple because of the third eye there. There is also another indicator of getting intuition from that little jewel in the middle of the third eye position there. Orange underneath, which is about creativity. So the King of Swords up on higher ground. So it's either a person that you know that is very wise, that perhaps you could get some advice from or listen to, because I think what's happening, Sharon, is that your judgment of yourself, you're really being harsh, you're really being tough. You do know that you are in sort of a prison or in a bit of a trance or in a, you know, the groove on the same record going round and round, and your angel's been trumpeting to you for a while. And that's why it's upside down. You're not listening to those inner instincts that you have. It's like you're pushing them aside. I believe that you have somebody, or you have the wits yourself, to be able to logically say what you should do next and what's appropriate to do to turn this card around, to turn your judgment card upright. So you have the ability, and sometimes our head and our brain and our mind can get in the way because it's so busy and there's so many hundreds and thousands of thoughts in a day. We've got input from scrolling, we've got the movies, the TV, the people next door, people telling us things all the time. And that can be when the King of Swords is upside down, is that you're getting static and it's like white noise. But when it's upright, it says to me that you have the nous, you have the intelligence, you have the smarts, but you're not listening to your angel. It's at the bottom of this card. You're not balancing your mind with your feelings and your intuition. This angel's got purple third eye. It's also grounded. Get grounded. Go for a walk out there today. Listen to, write down, journal, diarise any messages for the next week, because this cross means that there's something coming down from the heavens that you are needing to put onto the earth, and it'll get you out of that loop, out of that prison that you're in there. So I think the two cards have come up for, number one, to say, yep, you're smart and you're bright, but don't just use that facet of the mirror ball. You're a mirror ball. You've got lots of different things that you can tap into, and I think that you haven't been listening to your angel. So there you go. That was for Sharon, and we have Penelope up here. Now I'm going to do a card for Penelope. Oops, there it is. Sometimes you just cannot believe it yourself. So this has come out again in reverse. So it's ditto. So no, for Penelope, let me have a really good look here and see what else I can see. So Penelope, what I'm getting from them, they're telling me that there's other people that are in the mix. They're sort of holding you back. They're in their little tomb. They're in their little prison. They're in their little, what is this? It's not a grave, but it's their box. They're in a box. You're in a box. They're wanting you to stay in that box. You need to listen to your angel. You are being given that many downloads in dreams, from daydreams, from people sort of even not these ones that are wanting you to be kept in that trance. The angels and your helpers and the people that are coming straight from the heart and maybe telling you something that you're good at or you should be doing or whatever, you're not listening to them because this is in reverse. It's like you're not feeling you're deserving or have good worth. And we all need to get over this, but the life and the society and what's going on in the world, you know, the nasty, evil, bad things, just try, because I know I get caught into that loop and I start going down in my feelings and I can't start feeling dread, all of those things. We have to get out of that trance. You and I, we have to turn our card around and we have to listen to the universe and the angels that are screaming at us, trumpeting really loudly. Do not get caught up in that high vibrating, in that low vibrating state. We want you not down here in the coffins. We don't want you in the coffin. You're not dead yet. We want you alive. We want you to step out of your box and stretch your wings and fly, baby. And the angels are telling you that. It's just, I'm here today to tell you that you've got to turn it around. And I do it too. I'm human. Like, that's the humanness. See, we can't be giving ourselves an uppercut all the time because we're flesh and blood. We're here for a reason. We've elected to be in this body on this earth to learn stuff. So don't knock yourself out for being curious. It's good to be curious. So very good. You are worthy. That's Penelope's going, we are worthy. I love it, darling. So, okay, I'm going to have one more person and then we can. So, Vicky Middleton, this is for you. Now, you wouldn't believe it. I'm sort of half, oh, there it is. It's gone on the floor. Luckily, I didn't move the chair too far back. So, I'm letting it go down again. I just should have a net. Just should cast a net underneath me. Right. Vicky, we've got the poverty card for you. And it's again a lot about what I've been talking about with a lot of us. We're scrolling too much. We're on social media too much. We're not knowing our worth. We're low vibrating. Poverty and thinking about money and all the bills. I know it's not good. The electricity bills are crazy big. And the rates and the this and the that. So if we focus on that though, Vicky, we're going to just get more of that coming in. It's like that magnet theory, you know. So it's hard not to, I know. It's easy enough said than done. But you know what I do? I have money that goes into my bank account and I have everything automatically coming out of my bank account. So I'm not one of these people that sit on the computer every day and look at my bank account. I think maybe I'm naive. Maybe I should take more notice. But I just think if you're looking at it every day, twice a day, and watching it go down, like hopefully the next day it's going to go back up again because your pay goes in or you get a refund from Medicare or whatever. So just try not and focus on the lack, on the negative side. Your intuition can also tell you how to get out of that situation. I honestly believe, like say if there a few years ago, my massages went really quiet in the winter time. So I did a tarot reading course online. So, you know, think outside the box, use your intuition. There's other ways for you to feel more secure, I'm saying. Even if it's, you know, you might have to outlay money to do a course so that then it allows you to go to that next step higher and get a higher pay packet at work. But you have to outlay a little bit to start with. So it's balancing and using your intuition, the purple here, and the red being grounded about it, being logical and practical. So you don't go and do a $10,000 course to get $5 extra a week in your pay packet. You sort of got to be logical and practical as well. But definitely here's more lilac, standing on your lilac. So you're getting caught up in the lack and you're not listening to your intuition, your instincts. You're again putting your worth lower and lower and vibrating on that lower state, so you will attract lack. So fake it till you make it. Like, you know, strut around, yes, I'm worthy, and I'm, you know, I say to myself every day I'm deserving, and yes, good things are coming my way. Good things are coming. Say your name and good things are coming. Debbie Dyson Holland, good things are coming. Say your name and do that. Have a lovely week, everyone, and maybe see you on Wednesday night on Debbie Dyson Holland. Bye.